follow-up video on the Bramley tree I was restoring, mainly as a demonstration of the technique, because I felt like it. This is the tree that had a load of water shoots on it, and I put up 3 videos showing how I dealt with this. You can go back and have a look at them if you like. Just follow my videos and look up the water shoots 1, 2 and 3, and you'll see what I did. Just to recap what I did, I went over this tree and I removed about 60–65% of the strong shoots that were coming up from the base of the tree, and I left the remaining ones completely untouched. You'll probably recall the shape of the tree as it was. Anyway, here's some of where I cut back. I cut all of these back, cut those back, cut that back. You might remember I showed particularly the technique using my very thin saw, how here you had 2 growing out. That one was completely removed, and the same happened there, and the same happened there. Some were complete, some of these shoots were completely removed, and the others were left completely alone. And here we see the outcome of that. On the last one, which of course is 2010 now, so this is the 2009 wood, we're getting fruit buds coming. Fruit bud, fruit bud, fruit bud, fruit bud. Oh, and here look, that's an extent, that's a leader, it's a lateral leader coming out. Nice, good, strong lateral leader. Let's continue along here. There's the scar, the join between the 2009 and above it the 2010 wood. I think you can see that quite clearly. And it's got fruit buds right up to the very end. There's your basil cluster, and it's growing away. Hey, and look at this. We're actually getting fruit buds forming in this year's wood, which you don't get very often. You get it in good condition sometimes. Here's a leaf, and a leaf coming out from the branch. That's called an axil, as in axilla, which is a medical Latin for underarm. It looks like an armpit. And here we've got a little bud coming out of the armpit, and here's another one there. So this looks as though, and there's a few other places where that is happening, looks as though we're even going to get some fruit bud forming on the present year's growth, which is really good. Bramley, of course, is a tip bearer. Here's just another branch showing the same thing. Where my finger is, that's the 2010 growth. There's the 2009 growth, which has fruit bud on it, and there's the growth scar between them. Here's a little water shoot coming out from this year's growth. This year, which we don't need. So yeah, it's growing pretty well. And just to re-emphasise the point, here we are with another of those water shoots which I left alone, and it's got fruit buds, fruit spurs growing right up to the growth point. There we are there again, just to show the same thing again, show it's happening all over the tree. There's the 2010 wood, there's the 2009 wood, there's the joint between the two, and there's a fruit bud just about a centimetre away from the end. So next year I'm fairly confident that this tree, which is a very funny shape, yeah, I think that this tree, I believe I've pruned this correctly. Anyway, at least what I've done, you can see what I've done if you're interested, and you work it out for yourself, see whether or not it looks like a good idea or not. So for a badly neglected tree, in a funny old shape with loads and loads of water shoots, what I did was I removed about 2/3 of the water shoots and left the others completely alone, where the wonderful genetic programming inside them has caused them to behave in the way that they have behaved, and they produce some extension growth and loads of fruit buds. Obviously there is no fruit on them because there is no wood on here, apart from the basic trunk which doesn't fruit. There's no wood on here up more than 2 years old. So next year there will be 3-year-old wood. That's a 2009 wood. It'll be in its 3rd year, that is to say, and I'm expecting plenty of fruit on this next year, and I hope to be able to prove that to you if God grants that we all live another year and YouTube is still around.